All right, you guys are going to love this. So there was a Kamala Harris Zoom call that took place. What was this, over the weekend? It was white women answer the call. That was the name of the Zoom call, which it already sounds insufferable to me. Okay? So we already had white dudes for Harris, which basically like tell me you're gay without telling me you're gay. And then we had the white women Zoom call for Kamala Harris. And I want to play for you guys a former teacher, I'm sure, from public education, Ariel Fodor, who had lovely glowing reviews of BIPOCs. And you're not going to believe what color she was. Watch.
We are here because, as if you were here earlier, you've heard BIPOC women have tapped us in as white women to step up, listen, and get involved this election season. This is a really important time, and we all need to use our voices and influence for the greater good, no matter who you are.
It's not a parody.
You are all influencers in some way. So tonight, I'm going to share some do's and don'ts for getting involved in politics online and navigating the toxicity that comes with it. And spoiler alert, as much as the toxicity can come from the outside, it can come from us too. As white women, we need to use our privilege to make positive changes. If you find yourself talking over or speaking for BIPOC individuals, or God forbid, correcting them, just take a beat. And instead, we can put our listening ears on. So
correct them if they're wrong.
Learn from and amplify the voices of those who have been historically marginalized, and use the privilege you have in order to push systemic change. As white people, we have a lot to learn and unlearn. So do check your blind spots. You are responsible for your algorithm, believe it or not.
Oh.
That was hell.
Yeah.
That was hell's like.
I choose to believe that is exactly what hell is like.
Sin enough, we're in that Zoom call for all eternity.
For eternity. Yes. You don't want to be in that Zoom call for even 5 minutes.
Imagine going on a date with that.
No, I can't. No.
I mean, is that really the rule, though? Like, you're not allowed to correct a person because of the color of their skin now, too? Like,
why are you so racist? Of course you can't, Stu.
Well, you're totally right as a person of color.
Thank you.
I cannot correct you.
I'm not black or indigenous.
White men for Sarah. White men for Sarah.
That's so weird. I mean, my guess is the White Men for Trump organization, White Dudes for Trump, or White Women for Trump would be frowned upon a tad.
Really?
I tend to frown upon any organization that delineates itself by skin color. I feel like that's bad in every circumstance, including White Dudes for Kamala. That's unnecessary and silly and stupid, right? Like, don't we have like really basic rules? Like, it's an easy one to follow. Don't make decisions based on skin color in any circumstance. Like, a really easy decision.
It feels like we went through that many decades ago, and we were like really clear on that.
Yeah. I don't know is it a Generation X thing? I don't know what it is, but it feels like super obvious to me, right? Like, it seems like a really easy decision to make. You just don't make decisions based on that. It's stupid. You know, like I feel like we learned this in Dr. Seuss books. You don't judge people on their physical appearance and immutable characteristics. Like, but for some reason, the left is back in that world. I don't get it.
By the way, that book is called The Sneetches.
Yes, Starbarrel Eats Sneetches. That's right. Thank you.
And we read it many nights in my house.
Well, I'd just like to go back to your earlier comment about Barack Obama and all the damage that he has done. I don't think we've really completely understood all the damage that he's done. Like you said, the slippery slope was not just gay marriage. It was also his attitude towards race. You know, the cop acted stupidly. You know, that was it. That was the ball that was like, boom, here we go. Now everything's about race. Whenever anyone says white male, I'm like, I'm out. I don't want to talk to you. I've got nothing to say to you. If you are going, yes, I am a white male, but maybe I don't identify as a white male. Maybe I identify as a black female. So what are you going to do about that? You're going to tell me that I'm not?
I mean, yes, because you're a white male, and they.
I'm not. I'm not. I identify as a black female.
I want to know what happens with like these, with our crime statistics, for example. Like, if a bunch of dudes say they're women and start committing crimes, as we've seen many, many examples of recently, does this inflate the female crime number? Are we going to have accurate statistics to even understand what's going on?
No. We already don't have accurate statistics because there is already, if you go in and look at the amount of people of color who are registered as white in the jail system now.
I didn't know this was a thing.
Oh, yes,
People
this
of
is a
color
thing. Yes.
Registered as white?
I mean, they can be like black as Eric July, and in all of their booking stuff, it says white.
I have no idea that was even going on.
Yeah.
That's another layer.
Yeah.
So I have a question.
Craziness.
Because growing up, like in the UK, if you saw someone, because mainly the black people in the UK were not from Africa, they were from Jamaica and the West Indies, right? Mm-hmm. So the polite thing to say would be to call someone colored.
Okay.
So you just said people of color.
Yeah, but that's what they choose to be called now, because now you're not allowed to say.
But you can't say colored people.
I know. I don't get it either.
Just in there going.
Yeah, and I will say, in your region of the world, a lot of C words mean different things, and we should not get into all of them.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't go there. No, but it is weird to me. It's like, it's a very leftist thing. We've spoken about this many times about controlling the language. Like, you can't say, you have to say person of color, but you can't say colored person.
Right.
It's so stupid. The NAACP still has a colored person in it because you're right. At one point, it was the way you were. It's just all nonsense. You change these words. And then the new, it's handicapped, and then it's handy capable, and then it's like it's just nonsense. I'm the language battles are something that the left really focuses on. Though.
Yeah, they do.
They really do find it important, and they win battles based on it. It's incredible. You have to be involved in it, I guess. You have to fight it and tell the truth because, frankly, like at the end of the day, focusing on people's merit is something this country was founded on. Like, it's really, really important. It's not a side issue. It's not a little, Twitter trick. It's a real thing, and that is what made the country strong. And I think if we go back to it, can work for the future.